See somebody put they blinker on and they trying to slow down to get over, and you speed up and cut them off, bro. That's inconsiderate and that's darkness. But people won't accept their responsibility. They blame them and they call them names because they was just trying to drive. But we treat people like this in real life. People are hard. We see people down bad in our families. We see people down bad in our friendships and our relationships. Those in our communities. Yet we blame them instead of asking ourselves, well, what have we done to permeate this behavior? Have we tried to be beneficial? Have we just contributed to the harm? And like I'm talking about right now, I've been talking about for the last 20 minutes, is just how my worldview is really is either you're doing harmful or you're doing beneficial things. And what I've seen lately is there's majority of the people in which I grew up with, people who I know, people in my family, all doing very destructive things, doing harmful things to one another, taking from one another, lying to one another, tearing one another down, trying to make people feel small, keep them from coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much of that. Don't know, like, misery loves company is a real thing, but the reason why it exists is because of unhealed trauma. That unhealed trauma that we have, that pain that we have on the inside, we project it out and it becomes destructive. It begins destroying us because what I'm talking about, your accountability, your responsibility for your actions comes from the denying that your current situation and your experiences are a result of your actions, and dealing with those unhealed traumas, dealing with that pain, and then we project it onto others. And that's why they say hurt people, because when you're hurt and you don't deal with that hurt, you didn't project it out. Like people that are tight for cash and struggling financially, they don't mind taking from something from somebody else and then blaming it on whatever. And any excuse that people use for anything, any blame that we're dishing out, it requires analyzation. It requires a real life introspection, because I'm not saying that there never is any blame, but what I will say is that there's rarely as much blame as people try to put on others. It's the responsibility and accountability have to be the foundation on which we stand. Like, are you going to stand on the decisions and choices you make and be a man or a woman that says, yep, that's the decision I made, and yep, I did it? Or are you going to make excuses and try to make something be something that is not, to try to make yourself look better, try to make it seem like you was right and the other person was in the wrong? And in reality, you know what I'm saying, I don't really care. My life great. I'm gonna serve God, and and I'm gonna keep on trying to give people the things in which I have to give. You know what I'm saying? Which reminds me, you know what I'm saying? Why we here? I guess I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I came here really with an objective, to really get that off because I would get that off my heart, because it really sad, man. I see some stuff, man, and people. It's sad, man, when people treat people the way they treat them, man.